Mortar team's backing up a little bit. Close combat both coming in. Oh, he's hit it when this happens. It's got one little resupply left over. Oh, and this Calliope, double Calliope. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and criticize the armor commander a little bit on that. It is fun to double Calliope, and I'll grant you that he coordinated it very well with an infantry assault. He just opened up right as the infantry were about to get there, and it looked pretty good, although there's still a huge amount of units here. You'll notice that they don't just have all their units in one big ball in the front. They've kind of got them staggered back a little bit. I personally, and I'll go even more than personally, I still think it's always better, unless you have some pressing need to double Calliope, fire your Calliopes exactly opposite each other so you can constantly Calliope at regular intervals. Because you'll notice this kind of trend, you'll see this behavior here. One Calliope lands, everything backs up a little bit and absorbs the damage, and then it moves forward. And then if you just wait a few minutes, like right now, use the second Calliope, you'll have all these troops right back where they just were, and you can hit them a second time, and you can react to what happened to the first Calliope and that sort of thing. If you use both your Calliopes at once, you miss that opportunity, and an astute German player will notice that that they have quite a while now to attack you. Whereas if you have them staggered, it's always kind of like, oh, I could be Calliope'd at any moment. And here we have the Calliope upgrades. You can see they can be upgraded to perform exactly like Sherman's. It seems like these, for the most part, are, although hell, I can never tell the difference between 20% and 40% speed. Who knows? But looks like they're getting some damage. And oh, the guy who was about to fire backs away. It looks like maybe they were just here firing and he wasn't actually focus firing. Could have just scooted up a second and killed that. The second Calliope, however, is Calliopeing the hell out of this spot. Not bad, not bad. Gets quite a bit of kills there. Quite a bit of kills indeed. 19 for this guy, and then using his other one right off the bat as well, just right away. And that actually does kill. This is my only complaint here about out of control, by the way, is that it's out of control and unkillable. It should be out of control and then dies at the next major hit, but you know, it didn't come into play there. But sometimes if you've ever seen a slow motion out of control Ostwind spinning in circles in the middle of a whole bunch of riflemen or something like that, it can get like 12 kills before it finally crashes into something. So sometimes I wish that you could just sticky it one last time and be over with it. But anyhow, looks like we missed a little bit of action here between the Rangers and this Stug, and this poor Stug is like, oh, I'm going to take cover behind this tree. Oh my god, and he puts the rocket right into the tree. Oh man, he was under pressure and he's running away right now. Like, oh god, I can't believe I did that. And it looks like he doesn't even have to worry about it because he was jibbed, I think. Anyhow, so a little bit of embarrassment there for that Ranger. Just under pressure, he's like, I swear that never happens. So puts it right into the tree. Meanwhile, that Stug lives to see another day. Likely going to get repaired soon and get all that fixed on up. And here we have, for CU, I'm going to go ahead and just switch to his point of view here. You can see he just recently fired off heavy armored support. So CU's got, it looks like it gave him a Stug and a Tiger now coming in on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, let's check back in here on the left and just see what's going on. So we have Eric Gartz is just pushing up here, really strong, pushing. Still maintaining pretty good control. You'll notice they're still practically 3-capped. I mean, looks like CU's just about to grab this spot back, but really the whole map is in dominating control right now. And here comes another Calliope that is, looks like somewhat hitting his own troops even, but that's okay. Rocket barrage landing right now on top of the Calliope. Calliope shots doing very little. Oh, no, okay, nope, they hit the Nebelwerfer. Nebelwerfer. Gotta pronounce my W's correctly. And this bunker not doing so bad. But we have 17 kills and 22 kills for the two Calliopes hanging out in the middle here. They are kind of exposed, though, at the moment, so we'll have to see if anybody's going to move up. Just good playing habits in general, just reinforcing positions with machine gunners, even though you know that there's enemies right there. Just constantly keeping stuff for them to have to fight through. The Nibbles are moving away here. We've got some more Grenadiers. It's worth noting at this point, by the way, that apparently Inverse does have level 3, Vet 3 infantry. So you'll see Vet 3 infantry for him for the rest of the game here. Anti-tank gun moving around. And it looks like the combination of forces, once again, note that we've got all 3 players here on the right, just combining efforts with some of theirs, while the rest of their units are taking care of other things. We're able to cap that right and then redistribute their forces. So they kind of focus fired for a second when they could, and now they're back and back off. We do have Vet 2 accomplished, or Puma and accomplished Puma. And not sure if that's a researched Vet 2 or what, but that's out there. Meanwhile, a little bit of fighting going on up north here between these Sturmtruppen. And it looks like these skilled riflemen here are kind of putting up a bit of a fight. This is a dangerous place to lose control because it can quickly disconnect you if you're not careful about it. Rigi doing some of these things here. Whoa, the mines. Oh, these mines were never quite finished, I guess. Recapping. Looks like a single sticky bomb went off from this Tiger here. He's got 3 kills, 4 kills. He's doing some serious damage. Let's see where the rockets are going this time. And right on top of an anti-tank gun. That's always worth it, in my opinion, because those things can come up and take out your precious Calliopes kind of quickly. A little bit of fighting going on, not too much. Rangers just kind of doing a drive-by here with 3 bazookas. Stug here for NTD. Tiger is kind of slow here. Hopefully he can get that engine repaired before any major fighting happens. And a big infantry ball here. Just huge infantry ball. You can see the Stug is like, whoop, 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 whoop. You gotta get out of here. He's running away as fast as he can right now. Just barely maintaining the distance between any sort of sticky bomb. Getting a couple of shots from the Greyhound, but it is amazing how infantry can just shoo away tanks, even though tanks, you'd think would be so good against them. Everybody has to always assume that they're going to get covered in sticky bombs and bazooka out of nowhere. So, a little bit of just exchange of fire here. Again, no retreating or anything, just kind of backing off, just taking cover. And I really hope he's going to take some notice of this point here. And there we go. Big old Tiger here, unfortunately moving just too fast for these Pioneers who just, they really want to repair it, but they just, they're a little shy about it. Grenadiers moving up. Stugs sitting around doing their thing. Where are their Callies? Yeah, they're trying to locate the Callies. It looks like we got one here and one back here getting repaired from its last encounter. Another good-looking bunker here. I call everything bunkers, whatever. And now we should note that Airgarts did eventually just jump right into Tier 4. Now you can see by the fuel barrels he's got this level 3 supply yard upgraded so that his infantry will vet really quickly and they don't cost as much. And now it looks like he's just pumping out the Wolverines. Just pumping them out. He's got 3 Wolverines up here. M10 tank destroyers, if you're not familiar. They do really well against armored vehicles. And but they themselves are, kind of medium armor. Very fast, though. And he's just going for kind of a Wolverine pack, if you will. And hunting around. But unfortunately, he's going up against nothing but, kind of some anti-vehicle looking guys up here. So not that good. See you asking for help. He is actually getting a rather huge... Oh, and we have a Pershing over here! Big old Pershing has just come out on the battlefield. And notice the nice micro there. He charged in right behind the tank, cut off his ability to put his back against the wall, and is now shooting him point blank with a bunch of bazookas all around him. Just look at his triple bazooka here, double bazooka there, and doing some serious damage. But no! Inverse! Inverse is on the ball here. He's got his King Tiger on the battlefield. We've got Calliopes going. And you know what? Right about now is the time that I actually paused this game, and I said to myself, you know what? We've got a King Tiger, a Pershing, and double Calliopes, and all. You know what? I'm going to go get a snack. And I literally just paused the game. I got up, I made some tea, popped some popcorn. I was like, okay, this is clearly one of those games, so let me just take a break right here and get ready for the entire rest of the game to be like this. So... if that appeals to you, do that now. Anyhow, good battles coming on here. I mean, Calliopes, infantry everywhere. We've got all players in all directions. Pershing firing away here. King Tiger just blasting stuff. I mean, you can't even get too tactical at the moment. Just kind of watch and see what the heck happens here. So King Tiger having to reverse. Looks like huge amount of damage was done by those Calliopes. Second Calliope going off. Now, this kind of stuff I can approve of a second Calliope. You really need to get as much damage on these King Tigers as you can. Hope for a damaged damaged engine so you can kind of hunt it down and all that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, we've got the Rangers here charging alongside this King Tiger. We've got Ostwind Flak Panzer, and we have a Siu. It looks like he's got a second... Someone fire my KT driver says inverse. So you got the second second Tiger on the battlefield. This time he was lucky enough to get an Ostwind, which is exactly what the situation calls for. You can see he just started firing. He's already at 5 kills now. Charging away. So now we do have, looks like a flare dropped right there. There we go. I haven't been pointing out flares, by the way, but the first time I watched this game, I was very, very aware of the flare and smoke drops used by both sides. Flare and smoke constantly used to provide, lopsided cover in combat and that sort of thing. So looks like these guys are backing off, and we do have another flare being dropped behind the Pershing. Calliope tilting forward here and taking some more shots. Looks like it's going to get a lot of infantry damage here. A little bit of damage on this Stug. The Ostwind able to back away. And we'll see. Oh my god, NTD's got another Tiger as well. We've got Tigers everywhere. Tigers and Stugs and a King Tiger. We've got the entire family of Tigers is out here right now doing their thing. So Tigers everywhere. Pershings everywhere. And lo and behold, here comes our wolf pack of Wolverines just kind of charging on up here. So now we've got everything. This is just like what happens when the unstoppable force meets the immovable object kind of fighting going on right now. Massive, massive tank army, and here we have just really bad decision making, unfortunately, on the part of the Allies. So let's just go ahead and see what happens here. They're just charging on it. The Calliope is just leveling the place, all on top of this stuff. King Tiger just taking it right in the face. Unfortunately, the face is probably one of the best places that the King Tiger can take the proverbial it. Meanwhile, it looks like we're just blowing up tank destroyers left and right. Out of control tank destroyer. King Tigers and Tigers, by the way, very, very effective against Wolverines. You need to have your Wolverine M10s kind of use their speed and positioning is kind of the, the gist of that unit. It's supposed to do that kind of thing. King Tiger, by the way, backed all the way out. It looks like he's doing a good little retreat there. Meanwhile, these Tigers are doing great. No problems at all. We got some Grenadiers coming in here. Doing some side swiping. Meanwhile, huge infantry push on the left here. So we've got double-sided, double flanking kind of going on here. Looks like the Sherman Calliope firing like mad right at where this armor is. It's okay. It's not the best against armor, especially if you move around a little bit here. But shooting some of these guys in the face. Ostwin coming around to check out this infantry flank. 7 kills on the Ostwin. I'm just going to leave it selected here so we can fire this and see what that Ostwin is doing at the same time. But massive back and forth here. Some real punch. And it looks like the King Tiger was taken out. Probably a combination of long-range shells and shots from the Pershing. But the Pershing now out of control by the Stug. And the Tiger now shooting the Wolverine right in the face. You can see this Ostwin up here went from 7 to 13 kills while it was firing at those infantry. And boom! Shooting the Wolverine right in the face, ejecting all crew members into outer space. It doesn't even go out of control. It just explodes. And another huge rocket barrage, but unfortunately it's right on top of these riflemen. These bazooka and Browning wielding riflemen here are going to have to get away. Not hitting much else. The Tiger kind of retreating nice and safely. A single Vet 2 tank destroyer is out there. 2 tank kills for it, though. Not too bad at all. Meanwhile, the Ostwin is coming back in, sensing that the tide is shifted to a bunch of infantry now. So, Ostwin coming in, 16 kills for it, 17 kills. Ostwin is just racking up the kills here. A couple of Grenadiers just kind of holding the line. I'm surprised they're even still in the fight, but Grenadiers are tough, especially Vet 2 Grenadiers. They can do their thing, popping some shots off there, getting 8 kills. We'll see that during all of this, NTD has been kind of flanking through on the left, making sure they have control. They're fighting off the rest of these forces. Close combat Volks getting involved. Puma just shooing away all these troops. They're just going to have